Hi, my name is Tony Amato, and I will be your guide in this virtual tour of the beautiful city of Rome, Italy.
Number 10.
Il Colosseo.
The Colosseum. The Colosseum is one of the most popular sites in Rome, and landmark in the entire world. The Colosseum is a famous Roman amphitheater built between 72 and 80 AD. The three-tiered theater is the largest amphitheater ever built, and the largest, still standing, amphitheater in the entire world. The Roman theater has three stacked arcades, the lowest one built in Doric style, the middle arcade built in Ionic style, and the highest one in Corinthian style. It was built in this way to reflect the civilization that created it. Here are some useful tips for visiting the Colosseum. The Colosseum is open 7 days a week. Closing times differ, depending on the time of year. Check out the schedule that is currently displayed on the screen. The Colosseum is located right in the center of Rome, and the entrance is near the Arch of Constantine. The nearest metro station is Colosseum on the B line. It is right across the street from the Colosseum, about a 3-minute walk to the entrance. If you have a Rome hop-on hop-off bus ticket, they also stop at the Colosseum. The general admission ticket to the Colosseum 16 plus €2 online booking fee, and also includes the Roman Forum and the Palatine. Children under 18 and disabled people, plus one family member/helper, don't have to pay to visit the Colosseum. If you don't want to waste time waiting in line, I recommend spending a few more dollars on the Skip the Line ticket, around €22. Skip the Line tickets are not sold through the official Colosseum website, but are available through Get Your Guide. Useful tip. When selecting a time slot, remember that it gets quite hot in Rome afternoon. I recommend booking a ticket to the Colosseum for the early morning, or an hour before closing, if you visit during the summer months. If you visit during the summer months, you'll need to pack a sun hat/visor or an umbrella. You'll find yourself exposed to the sun a lot. Apply sunscreen before your visit.
Number 9.
Foro Romano e Palatino.
Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. Located next to the Colosseum, surrounded by government buildings, the Roman Forum was the center of public life in ancient Rome. The Forum witnessed many events such as elections, processions, criminal trials, or public speeches. Romulus, who founded Rome, is buried under the Roman Forum. Palatine Hill is one of the 7 hills of ancient Rome. Do not miss out on the chance to visit the Capitoline Hill, one of the 7 hills of Rome. You can ascend the gorgeous Cortinata, which is a monumental staircase designed by Michelangelo leading to Piazza del Campidoglio. Piazza del Campidoglio is surrounded by the Capitoline Museum and Santa Maria in Araceli and Tabularium. Around the base of the hill is found the monument of Vittorio Emmanuele to the altar of the Fatherland and the Roman Forum at its end farthest from the Colosseum.
Number 8.
Altare della Patria.
Altar of the Fatherland. The Victor Emmanuel II National Monument, also known as Vittoriano or Altar of the Fatherland, is a large national monument built between 1885 and 1935 to honor Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of a unified Italy. In Rome, it occupies a site between the Piazza Venezia and the Capitoline Hill. The monument was realized by Giuseppe Sacconi. Since 1921, the Victor Emmanuel Monument holds the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, a place in which the eternal flame shines and which is always guarded by 2 soldiers. As a major attraction, you can enjoy the panoramic view that can be seen from the terrace located at the same height as the chariots. The panoramic elevators are the only way to reach the upper part of the monument, but the amazing views make it worth the effort to climb. Schedule: Monday through Sunday, 9:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., last admission at 6:45 p.m. December 25th and January 1st, closed. Price: panoramic lifts. Adults, €7, $7 and 40 cents. Youth, aged less than 18, and seniors, aged over 65, €3 and 50 cents, $3 and 70 cents. Transport: Metro station, Colosseum, Line B. Bus, 40, you can take it from Termini station. Nearby places: Santa Maria in Araceli, 48 meters. Capitoline Museums, 134 meters. Piazza del Campidoglio, 142 meters. Palazzo Venezia, 187 meters.
Number 7.
Piazza del Popolo.
People's Square. Piazza del Popolo is a large urban square in Rome. The name in modern Italian literally means People's Square, but historically it derives from the poplars, populus in Latin, Piapo in Italian, after which the Church of Santa Maria del Popolo, in the northeast corner of the piazza, takes its name. What to see? The entrance of the Tridente from Piazza del Popolo, defined by the twin churches of Santa Maria and Monte Santo seen here on the left, built 1662 to 1675, and Santa Maria dei Miracoli, see on the right, built 1675 to 1679. An Egyptian obelisk dedicated to Ramesses II, called Flaminio Obelisk, is located at the center of the piazza. Erected in the Circus Maximus during the 10th century, it was transferred to Piazza del Popolo in 1589. The Del Corso Street, known as the Corso, runs in a generally north-south direction. Special tip: about halfway down Via del Corso, make sure you visit Piazza San Lorenzo in Lucina. The piazza features high-end stores like Louis Vuitton and Bottega Veneta, but tucked into the left side of the piazza, with your back to Via del Corso, is a medieval church with a beautiful 17th century interior, Basilica di San Lorenzo in Lucina. This church boasts the relic of San Lorenzo's, St. Lawrence. It has an ancient Romanesque style facade and tower. The interior is Baroque-style chapels, and the main altar is beautiful. The church is one you should take the time to see if you are in Rome. Free entry and easy to find. The square has many cozy restaurants and cafes. I highly recommend Champigny Roma. You must try their tiramisu. Other attractions around Via del Corso is Galleria Alberto Sordi. Halfway down Via del Corso, a stone's throw from the Trevi fountain, is the historic Galleria Alberto Sordi. Like Piazza Colonna, on which it stands, the gallery takes its name from the column of Marcus Aurelius, called Antonina, built between 176 and 192 AD. In 2009, the Colonna Gallery was renamed Galleria Alberto Sordi, after the famous Italian actor. Palazzo Wedekind is located next to the Church of San Bartolomeo et Alessandro dei Bergamaschi.
Number 6.
In about an 8-minute walk heading northeast, you can go from Piazza Colonna to the beautiful Piazza di Spagna. The bi-towered Church of the Santissima Trinita dei Monti is a Roman Catholic late Renaissance titular church. It is best known for its position above the Spanish Steps, which lead down to the famous Piazza di Spagna. Towards the top of the Spanish Steps, before the last set of steps and on a tall viewing terrace, stands an original Egyptian obelisk known as Obelisco Celestiano, Celestian Obelisk. In 1587, Sixtus V consecrated the Church of Trinita dei Monti, and we know that the area, at the time, was rural and covered in vineyards. The church and its surrounding area, including the Villa Medici, are a French state property. The Piazza di Spagna, or Square of Spain in English, is one of Rome's most renowned squares. The name comes from the Palazzo di Spagna, the seat of the Spanish embassy for the Vatican, located on this square since the 17th century. Piazza di Spagna is in Rome's city center, close to the Trevi fountain and at the foothills of the Pincian Hill and the Borghese Gardens. Metro line Espagna leaves you on the square. The piazza is mostly pedestrianized, so once here, the best way to explore is on foot. Top tip: since the piazza and in this area in general has cobbles, make sure you wear comfortable shoes with rubber soles. Buses do not arrive into the square. This is important to know, especially if you are using a bus hop-on hop-off tour to discover the city. The bus can only leave you in the proximity of the square, and some walking will be necessary. Schedule at least 5 to 10 minutes to get from drop-off to the piazza. Piazza di Spagna is in the very center of Rome, and many attractions are found nearby. The nearest ones are Via Margherita, famous for its art galleries; Via del Babuino; Via del Corso; Via Condotti, famous for its designer shops and fashion brands; the Trevi Fountain or Fontana di Trevi; the Borghese Gardens or Villa Borghese. Here are some good restaurants near Piazza di Spagna. Sofia, good restaurant for lunch or dinner, close to the Piazza di Spagna and Trevi Fountain. La Striganacciolo, a great place for artisan gelato. Imago Restaurant, luxury restaurant of the Hotel Hassler. Babington, the best afternoon tea in Rome and a great address for brunch. Ristorante Crispy 19, upscale restaurant, perfect for a special dinner. The fish in particular is exceptional. The Column of the Immaculate Conception is not on Piazza di Spagna proper, but on Piazza Mignonelli, effectively a continuation of Piazza di Spagna. The Columns is one of the most distinctive columns in Rome and owes its name to a statue of Virgin Mary on its top. The Columns was financed by Ferdinand II as a show of loyalty to the church. I also recommend to visit Piazza di Spagna at night, if possible, as it's extremely crowded during the day, but at night it quietens down a little bit. Perfect place to grab a gelato, sit on the steps and people watch.
Number 5.
Fontana di Trevi.
The Trevi Fountain. The Fontana di Trevi, or the Trevi Fountain, is perhaps the most famous fountain in the world and definitely in Rome. Measuring 20 meters in width by 26 meters in height, Trevi Fountain is also the largest fountain in the city. It goes back to the year 19 BC. final appearance of the Trevi fountain dates from 1762, when after many years of works at the hand of Nicola Salvi, it was finalized by Giuseppe Panini. The name of the Latin fountain derives from the Latin word trivium, intersection of three streets. The statue is located right in the center of De Crocicchi Street, Pali Street, and Del Murat Street. The myth, originating in 1954 with the movie 3 Coins in the Fountain, goes like this. If you throw 1 coin, you will return to Rome. If you throw 2 coins, you will fall in love with an attractive Italian. If you throw 3 coins, you will marry the person that you met. An interesting statistic is that approximately €1 million worth of coins are taken from the fountain each year. Since 2007, this money has been used to support good causes. Best restaurants near the Trevi Fountain. Piccolo Buco. Rated number 258 of nearly 10,000 restaurants in Rome, it's also probably the best food you will find around the iconic fountain. Be sure to make a reservation, though, as it's pretty much always packed. Tip: Piccolo Buco is also closed on Mondays, so plan accordingly. Panna e Salami. Panna e Salami is one of the best restaurants in Rome. The name means bread and salami in Italian, and they're most well known for their sandwiches and taglieri, which is a charcuterie board loaded with the best meats and cheeses Italy has to offer. This place is a sure standout, and if you appreciate good food you won't be disappointed. Il Gelato di San Crispino. This is one of the best places to find gelato in Rome, only steps away from La Fontana di Trevi. They serve some of the highest quality gelato using the freshest ingredients and the best production methods.
Number 4. Il Pantheon.
The Pantheon. The Pantheon was the first Roman pagan temple to be turned into a church dedicated to Saint Mary and the martyrs. It eventually became the burial place for Renaissance figures, including painter Raphael. Several monarchs are buried there too, including Vittorio Emmanuele II, who died in 1878 and was the first king of Italy since the 6th century, and his son, Umberto I, who was assassinated in 1900. The Pantheon is located at Piazza della Rotonda. The square gets its name from the Church of Santa Maria Rotonda. The Pantheon combines a clearly Roman, cylindrical structure with the splendid outer colonnade of Greek inspiration. The space is a perfect sphere symbolizing the vault of heaven. The height of the dome is the same as its diameter, creating perfect harmony. Opening hours. Every day 9 o'clock a.m. to 7 p.m. Last entrance at 6:45 p.m. Closed on January 1st and December 25th. Be aware that many of the churches in Rome have a dress code. Please be sure to cover your shoulders and knees and do not wear flip-flops.
Number 3. Piazza Navona.
Navona Square. Piazza Navona is one of the most beautiful and vibrant squares in Rome. In 86 AD, Emperor Domitian commissioned this square with its unique extended shape. This shape is the result of its original function as the stadium for athletics competitions, Circus Agonalis, which stands for 20,000 spectators. Pope Innocent X commissioned the construction of the church St. Agnese in Agone. He commissioned Bernini to build the fountain La Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, the fountain of the 4 rivers, the 4 statues representing the Danao, Ganges, Nile, and Rio de la Plata. The 16-meter-high obelisk of the fountain originally came from the Circus of Maxentius located on the Via Appia. The square also has 2 smaller fountains by Giacomo della Porta, an apprentice of Michelangelo. The Fontana del Moro, the Fountain of the Moor, and the Fontana del Nettuno, Fountain of Neptune. Nowadays, it has become a vibrant square with countless cafes, terraces, and street performers and portrait artists. Are you visiting Rome around Christmas? Be sure to visit this square as it will have been transformed into a large Christmas market.
Number 2.
Trastevere.
Trastevere or across the Tiber River. Trastevere from Latin trans Tiber meaning on the other side of the Tiber. The center of the public life of the Trastevere district was and in some sense remains the Basilica of Santa Maria in Trastevere. The basilica was commissioned by Pope Callistus I, was founded during the 3rd century, when Christianity was not yet widely accepted. The Church of Santa Maria in Trastevere enjoys a very special location in the charming Bohemian neighborhood of Trastevere. This means that it's common to pass by the temple several times, and it's well worth a visit. Trastevere is jam-packed with interesting churches. It has about 44 chapels and 2 oratories, including the deconsecrated ones. Ponte Sisto is a late 15th century bridge that links Trastevere and the city center together. It allows a pleasant stroll across to Piazza Tralusa and Boho Trastevere. It is characterized by the eye, oculus, right in the middle of the bridge. This was erected to diminish the river's pressure on the bridge in case of flood. The Fontana di Ponte Sisto is an early 17th century monumental fountain located in Piazza Tralusa, facing the south end of the Ponte Sisto, in Trastevere. It is a place where many young people get together and often sit on the steps to watch the people passing by. The surrounding square is always crowded, and very often you can see people singing or playing. Today, Trastevere is one of the centers of Roman nightlife, rich in pubs, restaurants, clubs. The area has a high population of expatriates and American college students, as there are 2 American universities in the area.
Number 1. Città del Vaticano.
The Vatican City. The Vatican City is the temporal seat of the Pope, head of the worldwide Catholic Church. Situated within the city of Rome, the Vatican is the world's smallest sovereign state. You may also hear the term Holy See, Italian, Santa Sede, which is used to refer to the Diocese of Rome, that is, the ecclesiastical and administrative authority of the Pope, rather than the sovereign governmental entity that is the Vatican City State. This tiny country completely within Rome is packed with more history and artwork than most cities in the world, and indeed many countries. The Pontifical Swiss Guard, also Papal Swiss Guard or in Italian, Guardia Svizzera Pontificia, is an armed force and honor guard unit maintained by the Holy See that protects the Pope and the Apostolic Palace within the territory of the Vatican City. Visitors can get into the basilica for free, but the long line is often as impressive as the building itself. Top tip: choose guided tours because most of them include a skip-the-line feature, giving you an added advantage on your visit. Schedule: October, March, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. April, September, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The dome opens at 8 a.m. and closes 1 hour before the basilica. Price: the entrance to the basilica is free. Climbing to the top of the dome. Lift to the terrace plus 320 steps, €8, $8 and 50 cents. Climbing 551 steps by foot, €6, $6 and 40 cents. St. Peter's Basilica tickets, skip the line plus audio guide €19 and 50 cents, $20 and 60 cents. Transport: Metro Station, Ottaviano, Line A, Red. I hope you have enjoyed this video. See you soon with more videos from Yo Travel.